I got it sitting up on its end there. We'll see if I can take these bolts here out and see if it does anything. And we'll go from there. Alrighty. Well, it's a good thing I did set that up on its end like I was thinking. Kind of like, you know how a transmission would be. You know, a transmission would be the same exact way. If you was to take, you know, like a 10 speed or a 13 speed apart, it'd pretty much be the same exact way. As you would just take it, you know, set it up on its end like that and take it apart. Let's see. I mean, there's gonna be a hard spot, right here, because if it does pull all the way out, it's probably gonna be fucking heavy. Okay, things right there. I almost need a stool to where I can stand up on it. I got it sitting up on this thing here. It's awful. It's kind of like awful tall. I would think. I wouldn't. I'm trying to think if these right here should come out with it or. I don't know. We're gonna find out here. Let me find me a stool. A stool, battery, or something I can stand on. She's just tired here. Like I said, I'm liable to tear this thing a fucking apart and it'd never go back together. Okay, like I said, there's that part there. These here, I'm just kind of wondering, guys. I wonder if these do these screw in? I wonder if these here screw in, or I wonder if that's what these little nuts here on the side. There's a nut here, and there's a nut here. I wonder if that nut maybe holds that and keeps it. But this right here is, you know, I don't know. It's really hard to say. But I can see the shaft there now. I see the shaft. I see the bearing. I better lay some rags here so I can pull this apart. But anyways, like my buddy, there's an older guy, like I said, he helps me out a lot. If I didn't work for myself, and I didn't have a whole lot of work to do, I would just go work for him because I could learn so much from him. And then, who knows, maybe one day take over what he does. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can get my truck. Sit y'all up over here on this truck over here of mine. Move some of this stuff out of the way here. It's just a mess. We're still waiting on the damn survey up there for that damn land, so we can get that, buy that commercial land, so we can get a damn, start working and getting the shop cleared out, and then I'll be able to have everything up there. And then I'm probably just going to take, and I'm still trying to get that over there. Get this thing here so I can trying to get as best as I can. I don't know if I should get maybe a bucket, maybe 5-gallon bucket, and sit you on that there where I can see it. I'm just trying to get the shaft out of this, or try to attempt to get the shaft out, because if I can get the shaft out, then I can take the shaft to the machine shop. But then again, I got another truck broke down now, and it's got to be moved by Saturday, and they just called me and told me the parts was in, so now I'm kind of waiting on that. The bearing sits, there's a race here on this piece here, and the bearing sits in there, but I don't know if this bearing just, okay. The bearing area just comes right off of there just like that. So I'm gonna put the bearing back down inside there. Let's see here. I got a snap ring down in here, but I don't think, more than likely, this is all gonna have to, see, I'm so worried because my hands are so dirty. They're not really dirt, I mean, they're dirty, but they're not dirty. And he told me, he said, make sure you keep that damn thing, make sure you keep everything clean. So I'm gonna see, well, there's a thing right here. Let's get this off the top. And we'll put this just like this. Well, it went in there just like this. It went in there just like that. Boy, them springs right there, that spring there's really been hitting hard right there. So I know I'm just gonna put this, I know it goes just like that. The brass, this is the brass side. The brass side's gonna go down there just like this. And it should, there's a groove there. Yeah, there's a groove there that it sits in. Just want to make sure I'm getting this exactly how it goes back in there. It was sitting. I mean, that has to go like that. There's no other way it can go because it's the only side. That's the only spot that it has the groove in it. There's the groove in it there. So if that's the groove there, more than likely this is not going to pull out unless I pull the shaft. Oh, maybe it will. But it's got all those, I think, I'm almost certain all those little pieces down inside there, when I go to pick this up, I think all those pieces there are going to just fucking fall everywhere. So hopefully some of them will stay in a certain spot and I can kind of know how they come out. This nut on the side here, I think this nut keeps it from coming out. Where that piece there to come out, I'm assuming. Don't hold me to it, I ain't 100% on that. But I'm going to pull this out and here goes nothing. Well, hang on, let me get this here. That's just like that. That sits down on there. There's a bunch of oil coming out of there now. Okay, them little things there, they're falling from side to side. Okay, we'll just sit that right there because that's going to go just like that. This must have went, well, oil's dripping out everywhere, it's full of oil. Famous. If this was on this side, just like this, and that means it was flipped over. So either, okay, there it goes. That was on that side. That was on that side there, just like that there. The spring was on this side. The spring was on that side there. All them little things right there. That's probably gonna be the hardest part to get back together. Maybe. I'll just set that. I'm gonna leave that shaft on that there. Okay, all of them are just sitting there just like that. Here's the spring from this side. So I'm gonna pull the spring out. I'm gonna pull this out first because this is gonna go. Just like that there when it goes back, because everything is the other way there. I'm wondering if I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try to see now if I can get this shaft to pull. Maybe this shaft will pull straight out now. Well, it's trying to pull out, but at the same time, I'm just trying to think here. Do I need to pull this nut off and pull the whole thing out because I don't want something to fall? I don't want something to fall, and then I can't, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't see it. But there it goes. There's the main shaft, guys. Here's the main shaft here. that goes right there. So let me, man, I wish I could get that shaft there. I'm hoping that machine shop can mill it down. If they can't mill it down, we're fucking back to square one. As far as everything else, we're gonna leave that just like that there, because I don't really feel like there's no sense. And I just don't really feel like there's no sense in pulling it no further apart than what I already have. I'll get a new gasket for this too. I think it's a metal gasket. If it's a metal gasket, I think it'll be just fine. That's what it looks like. I don't know 100%, but it does. So yeah, let me go and you can see, guys, here, this is what it looks like down inside here. It just goes straight through there. And these here, I'm not going to mess with none of that stuff there. I don't really feel like I need to, just because of the simple fact that the pump worked tremendously and never had a minute's problem with it. We just had, like I said, the shaft on the end here is what was messed up. Here's a little, no, you go back this way. This is the way you go. Put you back in there just like that. But yeah, like I said, I just took, when I pulled them right there, I just put this stuff right here back. There's a nut here too, and I'm assuming you got to take this nut here off to get the rest of the guts out of there. I'm hoping that I don't have to pull this pump no further than that, because like I said, I got the shaft out of it now, and it really wasn't that bad so far. The damn thing ain't put back together yet, and it ain't running yet. It ain't, I ain't got a new shaft in there yet. So let me take and let me get all my stuff here picked up and things, because I gotta go. I got a Volvo white that I gotta work on. The other day, I was working on an Avant, and I was gonna make a video when I went over there, but he had already taken it off, so I had to wind up getting the getting the piece. I think it's back here, but man, that's the only problem I hate about people when they work on stuff. I mean, I understand everybody's trying to save $1 and stuff sometimes. I get it. Things are expensive, but the only thing is now I'm kind of going in the blind as far as this. Here's the one on the Volvo white, and here's the other piece here. And I ordered this new O-ring, and I ordered this whole new piece here, and I gotta get the system blade back out because he said it wasn't a clutch, but it's just a cluster, guys. I mean, I really hate to. I don't want to talk about other people's stuff. I just really don't. But the truck's just it's just in rough shape. Really, it needs a lot of work. These little fittings here, I ordered these new fittings from them. They say they go bad a lot. They get a hairline crack inside there, and that's what makes them leak. But I did bypass the lines. Those parts there should be in later this week, maybe Friday, maybe Monday. It's kind of hard to say. Still waiting on the transmission. If the core on that transmission wasn't $2,800, I would just keep that transmission. But I've done took and did what I did. So but that transmission out there, I don't hold me to it. But the bearings in there all say China bearings. I don't know if that's something that somebody just found and put them in there. I don't really know. But there's a lot of shaft play. There's a lot of play in the shaft. So I'll quit rambling on here. I'll see about getting this shaft. See if I can get this shaft made. If I can't, then I guess we'll just have to get a new pump. I guess, I don't know. It's kind of shitty. You can't buy the new shaft. It's 104 days out on a shaft. That's 30, 60, 90. That's almost 3 months out. That's over 3 months out. The crane can't be sitting here for 3 months. It's not going to make us no money. So that being said, I'm gonna hop off here. I'll just leave this video with this right here, and I'll go back to putting this video back together, and I'm gonna go work on I gotta go work on a different truck. Alrighty, guys, this new shaft coming here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead here and get ready to put the new shaft in there. I knocked the seal out down here on the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this back together here. But here's the old seal. And I want to make sure, like I said, this in here, it's kind of cattywampus. Just want to make sure that's just the same seal as what I got here. And it is, I'm almost certain that it is. Let's open it up here and we'll double check. double check here just to make sure, but I'm almost certain that it is. Who knows, this could be just an updated seal, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, same seal, same everything, guys. So that there's good to go on out there. I'll put that seal there, I'll put it in after I get all this put back together. But I want to make sure there's nothing in here. I want to make sure all this is clean, really, really good. Might be a couple pieces of dirt from here and there. Just want to make sure you keep everything in here as clean as you can keep it. And go ahead and start putting this. Got to put this piece here. This piece here has got to go back in there. This is the hardest piece to get put back in there, just because of the way that it goes down in there. So like I said, just make sure it's clean. There's a washer that goes on the top right there. But I can wipe it all down whenever I get it, start to get these down in there. It'll, ow, oh, that hurt my knee. Kind of a pain sometimes to get these where they gotta go in there. Get these. This one over here is going to be the hardest. Not really the hardest, but one of the hardest ones is going to be getting. Got one right over here. Let's see. Oh, damn it, I just lost about half of them. Like I said, it'll get it, they'll go in there. Like I said, just kind of a pain to get them, lined up, and get them exactly how they need to go. So I'll keep working with this here, get this stuck down in there, and then after I do that there, I'll come back to it. All right, guys, took me a second, but I was able to get it in there. And like I said again, just make sure you keep everything clean best you can. Wipe it all down, just like that there. And like I said, this here, it just sits. It'll just sit right down inside there just like that. Okie dokie. So now let's go ahead and put this going to put this shaft in there now. And the shaft's going to go straight down through here. Or did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong. Oh, shit, I forgot. Yeah, damn it. I gotta put the damn shaft in there first. And then I gotta put this damn thing in here. Damn it. I hate it when I do stuff like that and I forget. It's just part of it. Okay guys, I went on ahead now and I cleaned this shaft here up. I got that sitting just about exactly where it needs to go at. We can now pick the top up and set the top down on there and make sure that it's exactly where it needs to go. And we shouldn't have no more problems with it now. Like I said, I just want to double check to make sure I got this thing exactly right there where it needs to go at. So I go to put it in there, and just so you guys know, there's no notch on the brass side, but the brass side has to go towards the bottom. So everything's clean, everything's good to go. Now we can pick this here up and set it right down on top of it here. Make sure we get it exactly. Oh, easy. Don't want to damage nothing, damn it. And then, like I said, that little ring in there. Let me take a screwdriver there and move that little ring real quick and see what my boy wants. Alrighty guys, what you gotta do is down inside there where that plate is. I ain't got that plate exactly where it needs to be at, so I gotta move it a little bit, the plate. But the plate's kind of sticking to the, ain't really sticking, it's just, I gotta get it picked up so I can get it moved over just a little bit. Well, it's almost there, almost there. It's right there headed. Just where the bearing is, it won't. I mean, it's close. It's just right there where the bearing is. And the line-up pin ain't wanting to go. I know it's got that spring on there, but go the rest of the way in there. It's in that groove right there. Maybe it's just I don't know why it ain't wanting to go down in there. Just like it's hanging up on. There it goes. There it goes. That's what I was saying, guys. It was just hanging. Kind of hanging up on something, and there's a little bit of a gap in it right there. Should go right there. A lot of it is because of the and a lot of it is because of the springs. There's that big spring over there, so we got to make sure the like I said, that spring is kind of like whenever I pulled it apart in the first time. That spring on there, it was kind of letting it go up, but we're right there at it. Like I said, we just got to find one of my other, missing an Allen bolt. There it is right there. This in here, I think it's in here, went right over here. Yeah, here we go. This is the one for the whatchamacallit. So let me get my impact here out, and we'll go ahead and I'll start torquing these. I'll start torquing these here down, so I know exactly where it goes at. So go ahead and start torquing that down. We should have it. All right, guys, just put them all in there, and just kind of hand tighten them as you go around there, just like what I'm doing here. And if it feels like something's not going together right, just stop. But it should just go together because you're compressing that spring that's right there and the other components that's inside there. So like I said, don't go too crazy with it. Just do like I did right there. Just kind of put it together and just take it slowly. And it'll go right together just like it's doing right now. And just keep going back and forth from one side to the other until we get it all the way done. You can turn the shaft before you put that back piece on there. That back piece, before it goes in there, you can turn the shaft any which way you want it to go. This one over here, don't worry about getting that one too tight, because that one, I got to put it on the transmission. You'll have to wiggle it a little bit to see about where it goes at. But the rest of them here, we can go ahead and get these snugged up and stuff. I think he gave me a torque spec on these. I'll have to look it up and see if he's got the torque spec on them. But go ahead and about ready to go ahead and put this thing all the way together here. A little bit more here, and we'll get them. Like I said, we'll go ahead and I'll get them torque spec'd here in a minute. But I can't forget, like I said, I got to put the front seal. I got to put the front seal in there, and then also I got to put this little O-ring back in here, just like this here. And typical. So I'm gonna turn the pump up on its side, put this gasket back in there, and then I'll torque the rest of them down real quick. All right, guys, I got the whole pump here put back together. I'm gonna go out there now and stick it inside the crane and see if I might not make a video on me putting it up in there, but because it takes a minute, I'll put this up in there, get all the lines hooked up, and get that there done. But if you guys want to know what kind of pump this is on the rebuild, this is a PVH 131C, and they also make a PVH 81. They make a bunch of PVH pumps, and this is a PVH 131C, and this is basically the same as a PVH 141C. They're pretty much exactly the same. Now all I gotta do is just take this out there, get it put up in there, but it is, I mean, extremely heavy. I really don't like picking these damn things up because they're that heavy, but I'm going to pick this up, I'll get it out there, and I'll put it on a jack, and I'll just jack it right back up and in there. I might video that there, I don't know, me putting it in there, but if anyone learns how to rebuild these, that's how you, well, not rebuild, because I didn't rebuild, all I did was just put a new shaft. So I'll put a new shaft in there, and that's what I did on this video here, showing you how to put a new shaft in that pump. I'm going to end this video with this here, and then I'm going to pick back up on the crane itself.